Can you two share with us what your current position is?
I'm currently a research engineer at Bosch in India. I work with the computer vision team in the corporate research wing on problems and topics related to autonomous driving.
I'm currently a first-year PhD student at Bournemouth University. I think my research direction is similar to Tejaswi. My research is about thin flow estimation based on point cloud data. It has application in self-driving.
That's cool. So have you both decided which direction you want to pursue? So either academia or industry?
Yeah, I will be actually starting a PhD at University of Amsterdam this October. For a short term, I have a plan of, staying in academia, but I haven't fully decided what my long-term career plan would be.
Yeah, for me, I prefer working on academia.
That's cool. So what about your peers? Do you think they have this decision figured out, or are they still wondering?
Lots of my peers have a master's degree. So a lot of them kind of already know where they want to be. Some of them wanted to be in the industry positions, have them moved to there. And some of them already moved for a PhD. I know a few of them who are still deciding on where they want to be in a long-term career.
As I know, in our computer animation center, there's many PhD students whose work is about computer animation and computer graphic specific. And their career plan is about apply their research results into the industry. So many of them will choose to work in industry, and some of them will prefer academia, just like me.
So I guess a final question for you both is, who do you turn to when you have plans or questions about your career?
So I have a very few close friends from my master's and also currently at Bosch, with whom I have discussed my career plans, and also a few other senior researchers, including my manager here at my company, that I have relied upon in the past for some advice.
That's cool. I mean, it's good to hear that all of us have somebody to turn to. It's not kind of just like, ourselves thinking about it. So now, Jakub, I will ask you a few questions related to the topic. Having of your background, which is in both academia and industry, what do you think are the top 3 benefits for each?
I think that academia is indeed, to some degree, freedom is the main driving force. In the end of the day, even, we have supervisors and promoters and so on. But I think in general, you have a topic and you can work on that. And if you diverge a bit, as long as you have good outcomes, everyone is happy, right? So this is definitely nice. Still, a lot of research and breakthroughs actually come from academia. So it's still a fact. Even though we have trillion of papers from Google, Microsoft, Facebook, and so on, still a lot of very nice ideas and these breakthroughs come from academia. So that's a good sign. And I would say that because in academia, we lack resources, so we must be a little bit smarter in the sense that we are maybe more theory driven. We look at the background, we try to understand everything, come up with this cool toy examples or experiments that are insightful and so on. So maybe a bit different dynamics. Talking about industry, I would say that there is still some degree of freedom, but maybe topics are better defined. So of course, I know that in Google, in Facebook, Microsoft, people still have a lot of freedom, but overall, take into account also other companies, even though you can publish your research, you're rather within some topic, so it's somehow maybe constrained. Another benefit is definitely that companies have more resources. I even remember one of the conferences, there was some master student that got an oral, and someone asked him, how have you come up with this idea? And he said he was an intern in Google, and he said, oh, actually we ran many more ideas, but this one was the most promising one. So it really shows that, you can be a little bit more like, all right, I will just run many experiments and then we will see. And of course, better salaries, right? It's also something should be mentioned. Definitely, interns in big companies, they earn more than assistant professors. Yeah, so there are these, let's say, benefits.